Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy iBelvee here, and today I wanted to actually just give a somewhat of a look at Apple Arcade in 2022, as it's actually been 2 years since it was announced and released back in September of 2019. So we'll go ahead and go through that and talk about some things that I actually want to see in the future, hopefully this year, with the service. So without further ado, let's get wild. When Apple Arcade was announced, the goal was to provide subscribers with a category of games without ads or in-app purchases. And when you look at the types of games found within the service, you can see that it pretty much was met. You have puzzle games, story-driven games, racing games, strategy games, heck, even a battle royale is in the service. But I feel that this isn't quite enough for the service to continue to grow and gain more subscribers over time. So let's just talk about a couple of things that might actually help the service grow in the future. One thing I would like to see is something like a voice chat service and a messaging service to reach out to friends and people you've played with after the game, to be able to just to communicate with them overall, either in game or outside of the game, to try to get them to hop on. One thing I did notice is that the Backbone One actually achieved this very well within its app, and I feel like Apple should take note of this and take some pages out of Backbone and kind of create their own, because not everyone can actually use the Backbone app, I believe, without actually purchasing the hardware, which is, while it's not too expensive, it is $100 for the device itself. So not everyone will have that, but I feel that, if Apple really wanted to put their footprint inside of the gaming space, to just gaming overall, that this is a couple of things that a lot of platforms do and do well, and I think Apple should start to integrate these things. The next one I would like to see, and not sure how they can actually pull this off, a lot of talk between two different companies when it comes to this, but I would like to see more multi-platform game launches. One prime example is the way that the Samurai Jack game was released. It's actually released, I think, across multiple platforms around the same day, around the same time, which was great, and Apple Arcade was a part of that release. I did notice that watching the Nintendo event, that Gameloft is actually making a Disney racing game, kind of similar to what you would find in a Mario Kart game, but with Disney racing characters. And I thought it was kind of weird that it was going to Nintendo. I mean, hey, good luck, for good job on their part of getting that exclusivity, if it is an exclusive game to the Nintendo Switch. But I know Gameloft is known for making games on mobile, and I just wanted to see something like that added to the service. But who knows, maybe it will be, and it just hasn't been announced yet. And the last thing I would like to see is that I would like to see Apple kind of approach the Apple Arcade service just differently. What they need to do is something similar to what Xbox Game Pass does with its service. And this is what I would like to see Apple do in the future, just moving towards a completely different direction of how it approaches exclusive games on the store. Really, what I mean by that is, like, when a game launches exclusively on Apple Arcade, I feel that it also should have a paid version inside the App Store. I feel that this might help the service grow, because if you see a game for $4.99, but it also is available on Apple Arcade, some people might just pay the $5 to have the game on the service and stay on the service when they actually find more games that they're interested in. But also, I feel like this would give an option for people who may not be interested in the Apple Arcade service overall, and maybe they just want to pay for a certain game outright, pay the $4.99. Heck, even I think one of the Mario games was $9.99 when it first launched. There are a lot of games out there with a decent price point to them, and some people just want to play for those games and just own them digitally without having to go through the Apple Arcade service. And I think that kind of having those options would be great and actually beneficial to the service overall, and pretty much just take the whole Plus service and integrate it within Apple Arcade and just remove the Plus, call it a different name. Maybe you have App Store version, Apple Arcade version. So those are just, a few of my thoughts that I hope to see in the future. This video is kind of short. Overall, Apple Arcade is doing pretty well. I do find a lot of games that have launched on the service very interesting and very fun to play. kind of like the Nickelodeon Extreme Tennis game, the Disney Melee Mania game, Battle Royale, a lot of the multiplayer games. There's a Lego game that released a few years back, I think close to when the service actually was released, the Lego Brawls. That game is fun, and that game unfortunately has gone, its exclusivity has gone up for it, and it's going to be on multiple other services, which is perfectly fine. Just more people playing the game and getting a chance to actually experience that. But I would like to see, you know, more games come to the service overall. I'm still waiting for some type of really good FPS shooter. That's partially one of my favorite genres of games to play. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I want to thank you guys for staying, if you stayed to the end, and if you did, go ahead and hit the like if you didn't, if you haven't already, and subscribe for more content and ring the bell to be notified when I drop another video. That's all for you guys today, man. You know the deal. Stay wild, gamers. Later.